me from the inside. I feel like it's an alien. Anyway, going into way too much detail. My name's Ted. Welcome to another episode of Under the Suds. Howdy. How the hell are you? You can also call me Escape Time. We are the only beer talk show on Twitch, and I say that every week because, you know, someone might be watching this and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Anyhow, we have a few simple rules on the show, obviously. Pretty quickly, let's go down each one of them. No repeat beers, so every single time we do a beer, even though the list is 2 weeks behind, I've been busy. We keep track of every single beer, and we put it on the list to make sure that we don't repeat these beers. So once it's been reviewed, it will never be reviewed again. Good concept. Keeps us going, gets us out to try new beers, which is why I like it. No mega breweries. No Budweisers or anything like that at all. So show respect to the reviewers. Every reviewer has their own opinion. If you don't like the beer that they're trying and you have a different opinion, that's fine. Just tell us about it. It's okay. It's a matter of opinion when it comes to what you love and taste. And obviously, most importantly, have fun and have a beer. Like I said, guys, I feel super drained, but I'm really excited to be here hanging out tonight.
You're more excited to drink a beer.
I am super goddamn excited to be drinking beer. Are you kidding? I can't wait. After this just 3 days, past 3 days, it's just been absolutely insane. So yeah. Anyhow, Drew, Steve, how the hell are you guys tonight?
Doing good. I am also real tired. I had a long week as well.
I'm beat. But,
You're beat. And if you're not having a beer, find one. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
If you're not having a beer, you better be drinking one. All right. So, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but we can get into that after we do some reviews of beers. Who would like to go first? We probably should figure this out in the beginning for everything. But
I think you up earlier, but no, I'm not gonna go first.
I'll go first.
You go first. All right, Drew.
I'll go first because I have 2 beers to try. So I'm going to start
alright,
one and then try one later.
Ooh,
Cool.
Yeah.
here we go.
Alrighty, this beer. Boom. Where am I? Right here. This guy. The Kiss Off IPA from Round Guys Brewing Company, out in Pennsylvania. Brought to you by Escape Time when I got him at PAX South. I think it's East. Sorry,
Yeah.
East. I went to both. I think this is the last beer I have from you.
Is it?
I think so.
I have
But,
one more. I have one more that you brought me, and that's it. I have one last one.
All right. And you're trying one tonight, right?
No, this one, I'll get that's the one in Sathros.
Got it.
So,
All right. This is obviously a double IPA. I haven't looked up the stats. I'm gonna look on my other screen right now. Okay, so it is 6.3 alcohol by volume. It's a little dark, a little bit almost on the sort of amber side. It's sort of, my view, it's sort of a light orange or like a dark orange, but not a little bit of a red in there. Dirty glass. But yeah, it's sort of almost closer to, sort of getting close to the English IPA territory, which we can talk about later. Smell is very sweet. It's what is it? We get a lot of sort of English hops. Actually, it's sort of very earthy smelling versus like that big citrus note that you get in most of those like West Coast IPAs. It's there, but not nearly as strong. It's a little Simcoe-y, piney, earthy, more so than sort of the other spectrum. Interesting. It's very malty.
he had to confirm it with a second sip.
Of course. I can go as far as a third sip.
Gotta be sure.
The triple sip. It's very malty. I get a lot of biscuity, almost a little bit of like a clove honey note in there. Something else in there. It's a little dark fruit kind of thing in there too. Sort of that dark fruit molassesy kind of very sort of light in the molasses, not sort of thick like a sort of a brown ale kind of thing, but it's there. It's not at all what I expected actually. I was thinking relatively thin, kind of sort of play the whole West Coast IPA. They didn't really explain what kind of IPA it was.
I'm looking up on the site, and I think based on what I got from Beer Advocate, but I'm confirming it, it is an English IPA, so you're spot on.
Hey, boom. So that's the so once again, English IPA is sort of a maltier, sort of grain backbone. You can sort of get the bread flavor, that sort of honey sweetness, that molasses note is sort of brought up a little bit. That's all derived from these English malts they use. And then the hops as well are sort of English. So I imagine, I don't know what kind of hop, but it'll be something like a Northern Brewer or Fuggles, which are the sort of those earthier notes opposed to that citrus. Sort of, it's more piney than anything else. I guess a Simcoe flavor hop is sort of the sort of in the forefront. It might not be Simcoe, but it's sort of that same flavor character.
Goody gumdrops.
But I usually don't like English IPAs, which I thought was interesting. I always see them sort of really off balance. It's either very sweet and malty, and the hop character is not strong enough to keep up with it, or the other way around. It's blown out of the water with hops, and you can't tell it's an English IPA because that sweetness and maltiness isn't really there. But this is pretty balanced. It's one of the more balanced sort of English IPAs I've tasted. I'm going to have to sort of sit in this whole glass sort of figure out like how much I like this beer. But sort of with as of right now, and before it gets warmed up too, that's going to change completely. I'm going to say it's going to sit around I want to say a 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I really like the malt character in this. I like the starts off sort of that, it's a little heavier than most IPAs. You get that sort of honey character in there, which I really like in here. That it ends with that sort of dark fruit molasses kind of blackstrap molasses kind of flavor, which I really like because that bitterness can like the bitter, almost like a bit, kind of along the character of like a bittersweet chocolate. It's a weird thing to bring up in an IPA, but it's kind of that same note. There's it's sort of that weird dry note when you have a really, really dark chocolate flavor, that same bitterness. But that also goes into that molasses note. But I really like it. I think it's the first time I ever had to compare chocolate to an IPA. But that's why I can see a character that sort of is parallel with it. So yeah, definitely 4. And when it warms up, it might change.
Were you kissed by the beer gods? It really depends.
Ooh.
Mostly by a beer goddess, and that would be my wife. So, I'm just gonna go out there and say that. Yeah. So a 4 for that. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
This is Roundgeist is a very local brewery here in Pennsylvania. Okay. So that's one of the reasons why I got it for you in the first place.
All
so
right.
that you can, again, with the beers you got me, I can't get here, and you can't get Roundgeist.
Right.
But I of the beer that I've had from them, I've always been pretty impressed what they do. So yeah, I'm pretty. I was happy when I had that. I bought that that 4-pack. And what's up, Chowberg? How are you, man? Just say hello. All right, so 4%. That's pretty decent. I have to go and try that again because I've only had that once when I bought those cans. So.
But I would definitely, if I was able to buy it here, I would probably buy it again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't think of it more of as a summer IPA because the sort of the heaviness of the malt.
Yeah. I
think it's good from autumn to spring, kind of thing. But in the heat, it could be a little rough.
Yeah, I like English IPAs. They're like, and I actually did not know until I was building the screens for us tonight. That it was an English style IPA. Which again is another reason why I want to go back and try it out and see what what I think about it. And the second time, I liked it the first time. And
I'm proud of myself that I hit the number, hit the style on the head.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
exactly. All right, just pat yourself on the back right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a year-round beer from them, and
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna have to go pick up some more, to try it out again.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Steve, do you want me to go next?
Yeah, sure.
All
Yeah.
right. You've got the big wallop one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's the game changer right there. That one.
I'm just fortunate enough to have it, but yeah, I'm dying to hear about this one.
Uh-oh.
All right. So this beer that I'm reviewing this week. All right, we're gonna get off of here. I got to take the rules down. We've been through that, and there is the beer. So check this out. This is the third beer that my good friend Sathros brought me from Norway. Amazingly, all the styles that I've had from Norway have been American IPAs.
That's great.
Which to me makes me laugh, right? But every one that I've had has been kind of more like an English IPA, at least with the flavor. So I love the label of this bottle. I'm probably gonna keep it and put it up there with the rest of them, but check that out.
It's so good.
Vestkist? I don't know. I really wish he was here right now so he can pronounce this properly for me. But
I'm gonna go as far. Probably means West Coast.
you think?
Yeah.
All right, I have some of the details up
Because
here.
isn't V translates to a W?
I don't know.
Usually?
It is supposed to be a West Coast IPA that we're
West Coast. West Coast.
West Coast. Yeah, maybe that is. Well, I don't understand.
American brain, assuming it's West Coast.
Why he has a turban on, I have no idea. But he has a turban on.
Yeah.
So this is something I cannot get here. Obviously, this is only from Norway. So I'm gonna crack this bad boy open. I've got my my trusty, my Guinness glass. I just kind of like this because this is a proper imperial pint. So let me crack this open real fast. I'm running out of room. I have too much crap in front of me. All right.
Can I get a quick spelling on that?
Vestkyst.
Okay.
Indian Pale. Terry, there you go. That might be it. Maybe that's the reason.
It is West Coast in it's Danish for West Coast.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
There we go.
Huh.
All right, so look at this. This
Shout out Google.
A lot. Yeah, shout out Google. This is a lot darker for an IPA. Again, this kind of is around the same color that you had in your beer, I think. So, Twitch. It's so Google. Nice. Now, again, all the beers I've had from Norway so far have been supposedly a West Coast style IPAs. None of them have had that kick you in the ass type hop feel to it.
But they are on a West Coast, but not the West Coast.
Right. I get you. Yeah, that's true. So it does smell malty, maltier than than what I assume a West Coast IPA would be. Ooh. I don't know if it's me. Hold on. It has some carbonation to it. Has some carbonation to it. I swear I tasted coffee, but
The second sip.
Going for the triple. There are some, I'm going to say, burnt notes to this. So I have some of the and this might be one of the reasons why. All right, so they actually have like the information about what ingredients make this beer up, right?
Sweet.
So, and I love when breweries do that, because then people like us can actually go and grab the kind of thing and kind of estimate how much it is and try to recreate it. pale ale malt, light caramel malt, and caramel malt with Zeus, Simcoe, Centennial, and Amarillo hops. And yeah, they're using a white W yeast 1318 London Ale 3. That's the yeast variety they're using. Which again, I think since it's an English yeast, you're going to get a little bit more of a, well, just kind of that flavor that English pale ales or English IPAs have. I think, again, this does not taste like a West Coast IPA to me. It doesn't kick you in your ass. Again, this is very much again like an English IPA or pale ale. Definitely more along lines of a IPA, because it's not very light in flavor. It's about 7% alcohol. So I don't know if I would call this a double IPA. Most likely not. But yeah, this is. I actually really enjoy English IPAs. One of my favorite beers in the world is Landlord, and I bring this up often because it is one of my favorite beers in the world. And I will always shout them out when I get a chance. And if they want to send me any free stuff, by all means, please do. I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna send it to them, and be like, I talk about your beer all the time. Send me some stuff, some beer. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this because again, it's along the lines of the types of beers that I like from England. I kind of wonder what people from Norway would think of an actual West Coast IPA compared to like what they have, based on all the different beers that have claimed to be West Coast IPAs. Like for instance, this isn't just I'm not even sure if the last one that I have from him. So this is the beer we're reviewing right now, which Drew, you confirmed is the name actually is West Coast, in Norwegian. And then here's the other two that we had. This bad boy here. And I just kind of like the artwork on this. It kind of reminds me of like Vikings, there. And obviously, and I think you actually can get this in the United States. I may have seen it, or maybe it's just on one of the cards, but you can't from the Brewers Brew Card Hip Hop Cards game. But this is the other two that I had from Norway. But out of the three, I think this would probably take second place. I really like that. I can't pronounce it, but the one with the big giant O on the back right here.
Oh, that one.
I really like that one a lot. That was fantastic. The other one that he gave me, that was in the can with the fantastic artwork, was good, but it wasn't like extremely, it didn't knock me off my socks, right? So this I probably would say, I would definitely drink this again. And you know what? I would probably give this a 4, because this is along the lines of what I had for what I love about Landlord. It's unfortunate this is also very hard to get. It seems like all the beers that I really love overseas, I just can't get here. Or it cost me like $70 for a case, which is what Landlord cost me. But I pay it because I love the beer. But this is a very malty Indian IPA, English style IPA from the brewery, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Well, I'll attempt it. It's like Kinbyre Brewery.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Nailed it.
Thanks. I nailed it. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, the pronunciation. But anyway, they go into the actual on the website. There's an English version of the website here. I'll post it in chat real fast so you guys can check it out if you want to go check out the beer. Oops, that's not it. That is something completely different. But I'll post it in chat for you guys so you can check this bad boy out. They kind of go into a little bit of the history, and it shows the ingredients on it. That is the link to this beer that you cannot get here in the U.S. Sadly, but it is very fantastic. I would definitely drink this again.
Why is there a sheep and a hot pepper in the top left?
Is there? Where?
Underneath on the website, underneath their logo.
Oh, all right. I was confused. I was like, I don't see it on the bottle, and I was really I didn't know what to say about that. But yeah, I would say this is it's definitely very drinkable. If you are in the area of Norway or somewhere where you can get this, pick this up. Again, I'm sad that I won't be able to drink this after this. So.
They use the same yeast as the yeast I use for my mushroom beer.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Huh. That's kind of kick-ass.
Yeah.
Well, so that's going to give a pretty nice malty flavor to your mushroom beer too, right?
Yeah, it also adds a little bit of sweetness, and that sort of accentuates the whole malt character in the beer.
Mm.
That's why I picked it, as well as why it adds that sort of heartier backbone to an English-style IPA.
Right. And again, I think I want to send. I don't remember if I sent Southross home with any West Coast IPAs. I probably should have. Next year we go to PAX, or if I can ship it over to Seas to him, we'll send him something very super hoppy. So this way he can compare, because one of these beers is one of his favorite beers he likes, and I'm not sure if it's the one in the can I have left or not, but we'll have to ask him when he comes on again. All right, Steve, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Before he goes, real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Let's look at the website. It says this beer is pairs well with blue cheese and carrot cake. Hopefully, 2 different plates. But do you think that would meld well together with either something very stinky like blue cheese or as sweet as a carrot cake?
Well,
that's quite a range.
I know. It also says on there like powerful imprint hot spicy dishes, surprisingly adjunct to cured ribs of mountain grazed mutton.
That's sheep.
That sounds good, actually. I
I'm
would
down.
do it. I don't know. As far as the blue cheese.
That's why the picture's there. Okay. I
What?
get it.
Oh, the sheep.
Yes. I don't
Sheep
know.
hot pepper.
No, I gotta find the sheep. I don't know what you're.
Above that,
yeah, there's the pepper and the sheep. Oh, totally. I get
Right?
it. I got
it's
it.
a hot item. I get it.
Yeah. Well, IPAs are always good for hot food. Whenever I have
Absolutely.
like something super spicy,
Hot wings.
hops just cut that right in half, which is amazing. I think I would have to really try this to say that this would go good with blue cheese. Carrot cake, maybe because of the maltiness.
Yeah.
Because carrot cake isn't like super sweet.
Yeah, it's not.
It's I wouldn't say it's a savory cake, but it's got like a.
It's more subdued than most cakes. It's more earthier because it has a root vegetable in it.
You have any carrot cake laying around there, Tim?
You don't?
No, but we actually do a parsnip cake that is fucking amazing. By the way,
What a sweet idea, pun intended.
It is a great cake. I when we finally get around to, and I was working on, we'll get this. I don't want to get off on a tangent because I know Steve is sitting there thinking, I want to crack this beer open. Cue the squirrel.
I'm working on it.
Thank you, sir. I started working on my interface for the Nomad's Table, which is going to be a farm to table cooking show. I'll let that go. But maybe we'll make that parsnip cake when we do that. So that'd be kind of fun.
Nice.
All right, Steve, are you ready?
I was. I'm peak now.
You already peaked.
I don't know what kind of cake this will go with, or cheese.
Yes.
Or cheese. I think it's just gonna go with goodness. Really.
I think it would probably go really good with the cheddar topper cheese that I got out of those.
Cheddar topper cheese?
They had cheddar topper cheese.
Cheddar. Ooh.
It was really good. We devoured at least one brick of that cheese while we were sitting outside when it was just like 75 degrees and sunny and the snow was melting. It was really good. Yeah, I bet it would go good with this too. But also heady topper. But this is a completely blind test because we were limited to one 4-pack
Oh, wow.
a visit when we were there. Although I think their production's up a little higher now. I think you can get more. So I got my one. Oh boy! Now that's a prize right there because that's not available right now either. I don't think.
Which one? Wait, show it? I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, I really can't see it.
Oh, I know. The chat can't see it, but you can show later in a second if you want.
That's Register's way of saying touche.
Go ahead.
Well, all right. So yeah, we'll hold that up when you're on screen there.
Got it.
So skadoosh is my taste for tonight. And,
Gadoosh.
I can only get a 4-pack, and I promised them to our buddy Tim at Isaac Newton's in Newtown, and this is one of his. So, Tim, you are a gentleman and a scholar for giving up one of your skadooshes for my taste tonight. I gotta try it at least. You can have the other 3, I promise. But I gotta definitely put this up for tonight because it's gotta go up there on my trophy shelf.
Well, if you haven't had it, I'm sure he's gonna have to understand. He'll understand.
Yeah, he will, and he'll have the other 3. So yeah, looks like got a nice bubbly pour here. Looks like about a finger's worth or so. Well, maybe
It's my new thing.
Wow. Look at that. Perfect pour. Oh, you can't even see that, can you?
Pour some carbonated Gatorade. Look at you.
Carbonated Gatorade.
Yeah, it's you know what? It must be my lighting because every beer that I pour here seems to be like
It's a light right through it because it's bright. Yeah.
neon, yeah. But not a bad pour. That's the whole can right
It's
there.
Mountain Dew, no big deal.
Yeah.
He siphoned it into the can and opened up another one.
I'll put the can back in. Wow, that does smell. That's really citrusy. Yeah. So I was looking this up just to see what kind of hops that they use, and so I'm gonna base this on the fact that this is April 2017 skadoosh because I got it fresh from Alchemist the other week, and they apparently have changed all Denali hops now. So this is their first time apparently using hops.
That's a hop I've never tried.
Yeah. So wow. Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. So that's a
grapefruity kind of a really nice aroma. Major bubble still hanging on top. So here's case number 1. Here's to you, Tim. We're giving up.
What a guy.
What a guy. Scholar and a gentleman he is.
I'm taking one for the team. Well, if he comes on the show, he could have done this himself.
He could have. If he ever comes on the show.
Wow. That's really good. Definitely a little bit more on the bitter side in the middle. Lingers at the back end too, which is kind of unusual. Maybe it's probably because of this type of hops, maybe. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I was looking. Apparently, their first batch of skadoosh. See if I can find it here. They were using a word of the week, I believe, from previous weeks. They were version 1. They were using lupulin powder from Mosaic.
Oh, okay.
But now we're all Denali hops, and I gotta say, yeah, it's definitely a little bit of cloud to it, but actually a little less bright green when I hold it to the camera. Wow, that's a good taste. That's.
And for people in chat, I added a link in chat to give you the more info about the Denali hop.
Cool.
I gotta look at that myself because I've never heard about it. Heard that.
So this is a 4.
Really?
As Alchemist brews go, it's totally hop lover, and for the first shot in using Denali hops in batch number 4 of skadoosh, I would say this. Yeah, that's really good.
So is this considered a New England IPA as well, or is this not?
American Pale Ale. This is
pale ale?
That's what they listed as American IPA.
Okay. Gotcha. But does it have that fruity like citrusy, not drying out your palate type flavor that Heady Topper has?
Yeah, it's definitely juicier on the backside too. So I'm definitely not drying out with this one. It's It's and it lingers too. It's hanging out for a while.
Did it have to? Did it have to? Did it have to let it linger?
I can't remember what song that's from, but I know what you're talking
But
about.
we know that song, yeah.
I wanted to say Pure Energy, but that's not the right song.
No, oh damn it!
I want to say
know it's gonna
Cranberries.
bother me.
It's 80s though. I know it's 80s. Yeah, this is good stuff. So yeah, I'm thrilled that I broke this open.
The Cranberries. Nailed it.
Oh, was
Oh,
it the cranberries? All right, it was the cranberries. There you go. I
So definitely all kinds of citrusy and hangs out, and it's really really good. So cheers, yeah, skadoosh.
from Alchemist.
Another great find from Alchemist. I've got one more Alchemist. I think I might. I don't know if I'm going to make it next week, but I'll.
Okay.
But I've got their saison, their farmer's daughter saison.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
There we
Tell me
go.
it's not IPA.
So yeah, I'll put a chip in for that one. Yeah, I might be still in the air, flying or being thrown off a United flight. No, I'm not flying.
You're not a doctor.
So,
yeah.
I'll be on American, so it just might be delayed, but I might not make the show. I'll definitely pull that one out for the following Wednesday.
Hopefully, American isn't delayed, but no,
Well,
when
quite
you're,
frankly, to anybody's benefit, if you're flying into Philadelphia, even if you're ahead of schedule, you're going to be late because you can't get to the gate if you land early. There's no on time. Everything's late.
yeah, Philly is just chaos when it comes to anything like that at all.
Yeah. Wow. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to find any beers in Las Vegas, but I'll try to get some back in the luggage if I find something good.
That sounds like a plan. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know any breweries out in Vegas at all. I don't think I can name one when you think
Never
about
thought
it.
to look. Yeah.
I bet there's breweries like, well, obviously off the strip, but like in like the weird part of Vegas, you're like, oh god, everything's all sort of torn down and boarded up. And there's a brewery over here too.
Yeah.
I
Also acts the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. And this person was murdered here. Hooray! Well,
Yeah.
it's Vegas. There's been a lot of people murdered pretty much everywhere.
Just adds body to the beer, but dead
adds
joke.
body to the beer. Oh, jeez. How? Wait. So, are you almost done with your beer?
Me?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about your other beer?
Sure.
All right. So, I'll kind of introduce it. So, Ragisphere did a cherry stout.
Cherry oak stout.
Cherry oak stout. So this is going to be. Is this the first time you're opening this?
I had one right before the show,
Okay.
but
All right. So this is an exclusive homebrew review, by the way. Homebrew.
know.
We should probably. That's not a bad segment. We're gonna make that. Every once in a while. We'll have a
Sure.
Highlights.
homebrew review segment.
Yeah. So I am brewing every week, so I should be having a whole lot coming.
Wait, I'll be honest. I was shopping for a hotel, and they had it listed 2 murders in room A. I
Yes.
booked that room immediately.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, all right. So here we go. This doesn't have a name, does it?
No,
All right.
doesn't have a name. But it's a beer brewed in February of this year.
Okay.
All right. So it is a oak stout. It's going to be basically dark. It's actually a little bit on the light side. You won't be able to see it on camera, but there is sort of flexible. Oh, I guess you can see it sort of. That's my shirt just reflecting, but it is about sort of red or right along the edges. Oh, hold it right to the light. You can see right through it, but it's very dark. This beer is brewed with. I have the recipe right here. It is actually partial mash beer, so most of the sugar comes from extract. So light extract, 60 Levabon crystal malt, chocolate malt, dextrin, black barley malt, and then the hops are Cascade, Chinook, and Goldings, as well as 2 pounds of Munich malt as well.
Ooh.
So it's very it's sort of all over the place with ingredients because it was a beer I think brewed last second from what I remember, from what the ingredients looked like. I sort of grabbed whatever I had. And then I grabbed how much cherries? I think I grabbed like 4 pounds of like a cherry puree can I had from like years back. But the The smell of this beer is very Belgian-y, very almost Hefeweizen, have a big banana note to it, very fruity.
Really?
Yep. I know the reason. That's one of my flaws actually.
Oh, all right.
It was very hot the week I fermented this beer, so it you get a lot of phenol. Phenols is the I guess fancy word today. It's the very fruity note you get in a yeast when you overly ferment it at a higher temperature. Becomes very fruity, and then starts sort of like bringing in a very Belgian character, sort of like a Hefeweizen. So it's almost like a Dunkelweizen kind of smell to it because it's a dark beer with a sort of a spicy banana note to it. Even though the yeast is just a very like a cheap Cooper's baseline yeast.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it will sort of bring out that sort of Belgian character. But first thing I get from this beer when I drink it, I don't get any banana. I get just big oak flavor. When I fermented this beer, I put in, I think, 2 ounces of oak chips. That's the cheap and easy way to oak a beer. While the beer ferments, it sort of recirculates the entire beer while it's fermenting. So beer gets extreme amount of contact with each like oak chip. So that's like the fastest way to get oak. But the cleanest way is actually to like age it on oak for a while. So I sort of rushed this beer with fermentation. So it's very oaky. It ends with that cherry note and sort of those caramel dark flavors. But the aroma by itself is just way off-putting. That's usually my big flaw with sort of in my room fermentation. It becomes very hot or very cold. So it's either extremes, very banana flavor, or the beer stops because it's too cold because the yeast dies off. But besides that, the aroma of banana, it's thick. It's a little boozy because that's probably from the beer fermenting too hot. But it's a nice sort of, the oak blends in with this caramel note from the 60 Lovabond. Not how much hop character because it's all sort of subdued hop amounts.
Right.
And then it sort of ends with this sort of dark, sweet, almost black cherry kind of note. If I was going to grade this, it would be like a 2 or 3. Mainly because the aroma's so off.
Because it smells like a Hefeweizen. You know, we had one of our biggest fails. We tried to do a lager years ago, and it was before Scott had his like fermentation chamber.
Yeah.
Man, it was you don't expect in a lager for it to taste like raspberries.
Okay.
And there was no raspberries in it. And that was the thing. It was just no raspberries at all.
I can see that how that happens though.
But it was the fluctuation in temperature, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, it was drinkable.
Yep.
But there was no raspberries in this goddamn lager. This was supposed to be a straight up lager, and yeah, and so
Mother Nature gets raspberry flavor into raspberries.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. So
Maybe
we actually
lager inside raspberries.
And that's when Scott's built this fermentation chamber he has, and if you go back to there's highlights we have as far as the when we were homebrewing, Scott and I, which is something seriously you and I really need to do one day, Drew. We'll have to figure out how we can do that.
What's up?
We'll have to do that. You know, I think that would be fun.
What are we doing?
Homebrewing.
Okay.
I don't know how. You're in Vermont. I'm in Pennsylvania. But we'll work it out.
At the same time?
No,
Or
I mean just like
I
in the
get
same
there or you come
spot.
here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll either come up to Vermont or you come down to Pennsylvania. I got an
For
extra
sure.
room. Come hang out. You know, so yeah, he built this fermentation chamber because of that fail that we had with that, and I actually still have a few left, and this was years ago, by the way, and I cracked it at one open recently, and that raspberry flavor went away completely.
Yeah.
And it's actually not bad when you drink it, but again, I don't know. So what Ann and I are actually going to be doing, we have some failed white wine from last season. This season's white wine is so much better, but we're actually taking that raspberry fail, what I call the lager, we're turning into malt vinegar.
Nice.
So Anne's getting some vinegar mothers. We're gonna turn down the malt vinegar, and also the white wine. So,
do you make it like a kombucha? Is it like a SCOBY?
There is something like a SCOBY in it, but it's not like that circular piece. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think it may come out.
For people who don't know what a SCOBY is a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast.
Yeah, and you can actually take the you can peel off layers of it and just put like a one layer in, because Anne makes kombucha as well.
Yeah.
So like every 2 weeks she makes new batch of kombucha. But she actually takes the SCOBY off, peels it off, puts it in this new thing of tea, which is basically fermented tea with this gelatinous disc.
Jellyfish. Yep.
Yeah, literally, it looks like a jellyfish you picked off a thing. You fling at your sister or something like that, right?
Absolutely.
But it's, but we're gonna make this malt vinegar out of this failed lager. I don't know.
It'll work.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited about it.
When it starts to smell like kind of like the room of like where you return your bottles in those machines, it kind of smells like trashy beer. That's when it kind of smells like malt vinegar. You're good to go.
Well, we were thinking about it. It's like, what else are we gonna do? We're not drinking this damn thing. We have like 4 or 5 bottles left of it. I'm like, well, shit. Let's make vinegar out of it. So she's looking into it. We're gonna do that and the wine vinegar, white wine.
I think Brew Your Own magazine put out an article on how to do that. Let's see if I can find it.
Really?
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna apologize to everybody. I actually completely forgot about the word of the week.
Oh, that's what you forgot.
All right, so we have it here. All right, ready. We're going for it. Real fast, if you guys don't know, we do a word of the week every single week. Brewing terminology. Each week it's different, obviously, because otherwise it would just be the same word and that'd be weird. But
it's still this word.
It's still the word of the week. It's just a repeat of every other week.
It's now a month.
So we do it because I'm trying to learn more beer terminology and kind of get you guys, everybody in the stream, informed. And if you don't know some terminology, this is a great way for us to all learn together. So, without further ado, the word of the week. Longest drum roll ever.
1 hour later.
1 hour later, yes. Cask conditioned. All right. So, cask conditioned is one of my favorite types of beers. Stored unpasteurized, unfiltered beer for several days in a cool cellar, about 48 and see what I did there? Dyslexic. 48 to 56 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 13 degrees Celsius. While conditioning is completed and carbonation builds. And generally when you get a cask conditioned ale, most of the time you see them in England, but there are several pubs around near us. Triumph Brewing Company in
Northshire Brewery used to do it.
Did they?
Yep. I used to tap a bunghole once in a while.
I love cask conditioned ales. I mean, they're stored at that cellar temperature, and when you drink them, the hand pump actually provides additional carbonation to it, but it's super smooth. It's not like forced carbonation beers or bottle conditioned beers. There's something about it.
It's closer to a nitro beer. Yeah. It's the closest thing I can put to it.
It's amazing, and like when you have beers that are cask conditioned, the mouth feels different. Everything about it is just, I think, is glorious. Again, that's my opinion. I love it. So, if I could put a cask conditioned tap in my house, I would.
You could.
Anne would fucking kill me.
She'll love you for it. No big deal.
She'll love me for it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure. You have a tap.
I'm having a hard enough time to be able to convince her to let me do beers in a keg, but it's. Well, hey, one way. Yep. Eventually, we'll get there to it. We'll get to the.
Just don't ask her next time.
Hon, sorry. Did you notice that I put a tap in the kitchen?
Yeah, don't mind that. Just in the drywall.
Just ran the line, drilled the hole through the thing, and we can pour beer on the counter.
No big deal.
perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll get Owen to operate the taps. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would kill me. Had my hide on a stake or something like that. Yeah, so real fast, I wanna kind of say
Hey,
something.
wait, I gotta tell a story about Cascal.
Oh, go for it.
Same here.
So Terry W, who's on the chat stream, took me on a little train ride in England back in 2013 when I first visited England, and it's actually called the Real Ale Trail. And
All right,
Yes.
there you go.
hard to see, but that was our first stop during the day. The great part about it was the train, like every train stop is a pub with real ales either in the actual station or across the street.
Nice.
So every stop
It's
always
like there.
took the train way the heck out to the northeast, and then just every 30 minutes or so, kind of got on another train, went to the next station, and just
That's awesome.
all the way back. And they're all like really, really good cask ales. They're 4 or 5% at most, so you can have a pretty easygoing day and not as
Sexual.
and trains are every 30 minutes, so how can you go wrong?
Sweet. Yeah.
It was quite nice, and that was in fact they even have like posters for the real
That's
ale.
great.
Yeah, I mean it's just a really good.
Every Saturday, I like that hat.
Yeah,
That's right.
good stuff though. Yeah, that was a fun trip, so I wanted to give a thumbs
Where
up.
did you start on that? Where did you start with the trail then?
So we took it's the Transpennine line that goes out to the northeast from I want to say Terry, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we started from either Preston. I think we started from Preston or Manchester, one or the other. I know we took a train out of Preston, but we might have gone to another train station to get the Real Ale Trail.
Okay.
So the Transpennine goes way the heck out. So we just took that all the way out, almost all the way to the end. But we by the time we got to like the next to the last station, it was coming up on 11:30. So pubs were opening. So we got off in Dewsbury. That was where that picture was taken. That particular pub is literally right on the tracks for the return trip. So we got off the train, went over the bridge into the pub, and then out the door of the back.
That's awesome.
On to the next train. It was like the most awesome start for the whole day, and then just pretty much every station on the way home.
Huh.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
this is not. You said Manchester, so that's up north then. It's not.
Yeah, it's up north.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not
Definitely.
out of
It's
like
not
England.
Yeah,
I mean, London. So.
yeah, definly up in the north. Really, really cool. Very, very cool thing to do.
I've never been to
crazy.
Manchester. It's one part of England that I haven't. There's actually several parts of England I haven't been to, but
Yeah.
I haven't been down to the southern coast, I visited Dover, because I wanted to see the cliffs of Dover, and I spent a lot of time in Essex, and a lot of time in England. London area, but I haven't had a chance to go explore a lot of the other areas yet. It's again something to do. It's one of those. Not
Another bucket list.
Yeah, well, it's just. I told Ann next time we go back, we're going to go see a football match. So, hopefully Owen will be old enough, and he and I will just go, and Ann can go do whatever she wants. So, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Even next year.
Next year. No, we've got.
He loves soccer. We're going.
Yeah, a few years. Although he does every Sunday.
And,
when Ann does yoga.
Terry's also rubbing it in. He's actually enjoying a skadoosh right now as well.
Good man, Terry.
Just-
Good
There you
There you
man.
go. Take that, Terry.
Yeah, so now,
You got nothing, Terry.
yeah.
Delicious.
It's not open, so you know.
Can't wait.
Well, I got those 3 heady top. Actually, I only have 2 left because I gave Scotty one. So, and Scotty's never had heady topper. So
Have you had it yet?
no, I brought it to him. He was supposed to be on tonight, but I think it was something with the family and whatnot, which it's understandable. Things happen.
I might brought a few presents home for Ted.
What?
I might have brought a few presents home for Ted.
Well, we're getting lunch tomorrow, so I'll be bringing you the Trillium beer that I have left. Yeah, I got to get this out of the house before I actually drink it. So
It'll turn into a pale ale soon.
Yeah, I've been hearing so much about it.
it's a good beer. I want to see like your take on Trillium compared to like the other
Vermont beers.
New England Pale like IPAs you've had, because I like it, and I love Heady Topper, right?
They're
But
very similar.
yeah, it's there's a great similarity to it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But Drew, you said you had a story about cask ales.
Yeah, not much of a story, but I used to do the casks for North Star Brewery. That we would take our chocolate stout and then sort of prime them with sugar as well as a vanilla bean, or we added cherries to it. We've added
Ooh,
like caramelized pears to it.
what?
We've added chocolate. We've added all sorts of things in these casks for these casks to be like special edition events, like local brew pubs.
Huh?
That will take this chocolate ale and add sort of we've added habaneros to it, so it's like a chili chocolate kind of beer.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've sort of that's how we sort of promoted our cask beers instead of being a beer, but instead of the carbonated one in a bottle, it's a little flatter at a bar.
Yeah.
So we sort of had to add that second character sort of to bring up more hype about this beer because usually the people who try our casks have our beer on tap, so they've had the beer fully carbonated. When you have a cask beer, it's going to be at least half carbonation, and then you pump it with a pump engine, and then maybe it's roughly there, but it's always going to be a little less than what you know it to be as.
Right.
So we add that sort of new character to it. But you can have a great time sort of adding flavors to beer. I think the last week or a week or two of like that carbonation period.
I didn't realize that you can actually add, because I mean we have like the Randalls for like beers that are on tap. They're forced carbonated, right? It forces it through, and whenever you stick it in. And I even have that little Randall's Junior, which I mentioned a few episodes ago. I'll grab it real fast and whatnot. Real fast.
Randall, the enamel animal.
Yeah, this is an amazing thing by Dogfish Head. If you've never seen this, by the way, this is genius. This is a great way to test out.
Mm-hmm. I gotta make one.
Almost literally like you're just making a tea slurry at that point with beer.
Yeah.
So
it's essentially a pool filter.
Yeah, I mean your beer goes in here.
Yeah.
It goes in here, and then you have the actual filter here. So what I've done with the hops in our backyard, I've actually shoved a bunch of hops in here, and then just poured the beer through the siphon here, and then.
That's fancy.
Yeah, and then what?
I didn't know they had made a small one like that. It's cool.
Yeah, it's that's what it is, right there. Dogfish Head. I think they're the only ones that have this, from what I've seen, but it's the Randall Junior. That's what it's called, and you can get it on the websites if you've never seen it before. I think it's about maybe $20, not even that.
Yeah. The original one is essentially say it's that thing, it's the same thing you have, but it's it's basically it was a pool filter. So like you have the top lid that you screw on.
Yeah.
Hose in, hose out, and you pack this with hops or whatever flavor you want. Mm-hmm. The beer passes through your keg, goes to the bottom, and then it goes through the hops on the side and out the other side. So the hops worked as a filter as well as adding a more hop character at the last minute, or any other spices you want to add at the very last second to get a huge sort of aroma or flavor character to it.
Grapefruit.
Wait,
yeah,
Joe,
absolutely.
You're saying Dogfish actually invented the Randall?
Yep, they did.
I did not know that.
It's called the Randall, the enamel animal. Was the original term.
And what's up, Joe? How the hell are you, man? Good to see you.
Joe?
Yeah, so I had no idea. So that's actually, you learn something new every day. Besides the word of the week, you learn something absolutely new.
I think Sierra Nevada uses the Randall a lot in most of their beers.
Yeah, there's some interesting, like even this lovely little Randall Jr., right? Again, you can get it on their website if you want to go get it. Great gift for Father's Day, which is if you got someone who's, if your dad
or brother
or whatever, Brother's Day.
Or me who's not a brother, or
or if it's just fucking Tuesday, whatever. It's just a great gift regardless of it, right? So it says fill with off-centered ale. Replace filter and cap. Cool for about 20 minutes. So put this bad boy in the fridge and let it do its thing. And when you're done, you just pour the filtered beer through that lovely little filter on the top there, into they say a Dogfish glass, but fuck, you pour it into a cup and just drink it. At that point,
that Dogfish Head beer or glass would really help out though. Really brings out those notes.
Drinking a hoof-hearted, tickling the ivories. Ooh, cheers. Hey, I don't even know what that is. I've never had that. So, if you want to post a picture,
Discord.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to mention a little bit there. If you guys are not looking at our Discord, right? So I say our Discord, and that's the reason why I say our is because I have a Discord that's up there. If you don't know what Discord is a application you can actually put on your computer, or it's even on your phone. So it's a chat mechanism with voice chat and whatnot. But we have a bunch of rooms out there that are specifically around creative stuff, right? So, you know, it's a great mechanism, but I think it needs to be a bigger community. So Drew and I were talking, and I told him, it's like, look, if you want, let's just take my Discord and turn it into a creative community for you, for me, for whoever wants to actually just come and hang out. As far as just for creative stuff for Twitch, or even if you just want to come and hang out and just whatever, it doesn't really matter. Discord's the link right there. Again, you can find the app on your phone, and if you want to post a picture there, definitely check it out. I monitor every day at work. It keeps me sane as I'm working. So please come entertain me while I'm sitting in the office.
Yeah.
For 3 days.
Talk beer, talk food, talk video games.
Exactly.
Take a picture of all that stuff. Give us a little, kind of like a mini review.
Yeah.
About like the food you're trying, the beer you're drinking.
Exactly. But I think we need a new name for it though. I need a different name for the Discord, because it's not just me. And right now the Discord is escape time, but I got to change that command. I got to change it on my page here. Drew, if you want to add that to your page, by all means, go for it. I'll send you the link. You can add it. And just a heads up, I'm picking up my mead this weekend. Nice. And when you actually get your camera going, buddy, Toaster, we get your ass on here and we can do some mead reviews. So there you go.
I'll buy a mead. I'll try one. I've never had a mead before.
You've never had a mead before?
Never had a mead before.
Oh man, let's make it an all mead stream.
I'm down.
Steve, we'll have to find meads.
Yeah.
Rogue actually does a really good mead.
Oh no, Rogue.
Rogue.
I love Rogue.
Oh yeah. It's I don't know of any. I haven't seen many other breweries that do meads, but Toaster, you can be the one to tell me exactly what meads I should get, because the only other meads I've ever had is stuff that other people have actually created on their own.
Yeah,
so,
same here.
Yeah, so it's but yeah,
Mike
by all
Mead.
means. What's up?
You should get Mike Mead to review a mead.
Get
Nice.
Mike on here.
Good one.
I've invited him several times.
Yeah, he was on for like when we tested the broadcast, but he's never been on the show.
Nope.
Wow.
Before the broadcast even went, before we did our first episode.
He on doing a mead.
He
It's
did
perfect.
tested it.
It's perfect.
I got Baltimore Mead works all mead by me. Oh, is that a pun? But did you make mead, Joe? That's pretty kick-ass, man.
I plan
So
on making mead because I'm getting my bees in 2 weeks.
I can get you mead. Yeah, hey man.
Yo, bro, I need your mead.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Send me mead. I will send you something else. We actually Scott and I we if you go back to some past broadcasts, we have we did 2 beers and we're actually looking for names for it. So and I know Drew, you're also looking for a name for your beers.
Yes, absolutely. It's the Iron Brewer beer, at least.
Yeah, that's the mushroom beer you just did.
Yes.
Which to me, I'm like,
Which is also an English IPA, which is very odd that we also drank 2 English IPAs. Oh, English-ish
yeah,
IPAs.
yeah. I'm excited if you would be able to send me some of that mushroom beer. Even if
It turned out really well.
it,
When I tried it after the boil,
Oh
when it cooled down,
yeah.
I took a wine thief and tried it out. It was it was odd because you get that what's it called? That I said it earlier. That certain flavor you get from savory foods. It's this umami flavor.
Yeah, there you go.
It's also slightly nutty and it's weird meaty flavor, and the umami flavor, which is that sort of savory flavor.
Huh.
And it worked very well with that malty sweetness. Of course, that malty sweetness is going to ferment out probably half the character.
Right.
But that nutty character was very, very like prevalent. So hopefully that'll stay through and sort of clean up a little when it ferments out.
I'm excited.
But I'm excited.
I'm excited to try it. If you could send some to me, I know you're going to send some to Crowded Kitchen, but you know, I mean, if we,
I guess I can do it.
I'll send you a box. I don't know. So
no, I got my medical ways.
Yeah. So I actually really like the name that the toaster came up with.
Iron Schumer
IPA, English IPA. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. So we'll have to keep an idea, like a log of all the different names of beers. So if you guys have a name for the different beers that we come up with down the line, let us know. Obviously, Drew just brewed his mushroom beer. Scott and I did a 2 beers the day we brewed. We did a English pale ale. It's originally named the Dead Presidents, but we can always look for a different name. And also I did a red ale, which we're adding coffee to. So, and I think he actually is putting those in the secondary sometime this week. So
it's been 3 weeks or so.
I think so. Yeah, he said the fermentation is done. You know, so we're gonna put it in the secondary, and 3 Hams and beer, guys. My Wednesday is complete. Thank you, Dark Hair Beauty. My ego just went through the roof. So, yeah. So we need some names for beers. So again, Drew did a mushroom beer.
Mushroom English pale ale.
English pale ale. And Scott and I did a coffee red ale and a just like an English pale ale, originally called Dead Presidents. But if you guys can come up with better names, let us know. Somehow contact us, you know, either through Twitter,
Discord,
or the Discord. Yeah, the link is down in the chat in the panels below.
I'll do it again.
Drew is doing his thing. There you go. And if you haven't used Discord, it is actually quite a cool, very cool application.
You don't need to download anything. You use it through the browser if you wanted to. Yeah,
you could. Or if you want it on your phone and you don't like going on a computer, I don't know.
It works just as well there too.
You could always just do it on your phone. Like I said, majority of my day I spend on Discord to keep myself entertained when I'm bored at work. Which this week has not been a boring week, unfortunately. But anyway, let me think here. Okay.
I have one more thing.
It says link is expired.
Excuse me. Oh, it's probably way old.
Oh, for the love of God. Hold on, wait, no.
No,
it doesn't. I clicked on the link. It says it's okay.
Let me find a new link real quick then. I can do it.
Yeah, I don't know, Joe. You gotta click on the link.
There you go. There's a new link.
Did you make a new link?
Yeah, I just took it from the invite people button.
Okay. You gotta make sure if you when you click on it, there's something to say to make sure it doesn't expire. I thought that link didn't expire, but if that one doesn't work, we'll get another one up there.
Yeah, that new one should be good. But also
there he is, Crowded Kitchen auto hosting. Thank you, sir. Do appreciate it. With this mushroom.
Just remind people in chat. I am also be brewing tomorrow as well.
Right.
It's gonna be a cream ale brewed with peaches, ginger, and orange blossom honey. Named the Peaches and Cream Ale. Not cream, but cream ale. Pretty pumped.
Like it. I like it. That's awesome.
Have
you brewed this one before? Or?
I've brewed cream ale in the past. That was actually the first beer I've brewed. But never a fruit cream ale. This was actually an idea from someone in chat during the Iron Brewer brew stream.
Okay.
We were thinking of fruits. He's like, peaches. I'm like, that's not very outlandish for an Iron Brewer, but I'll make it to a regular beer.
Why not?
So I'll make it this week.
That's kick-ass.
Yeah. But I do still need ideas for my next Iron Brewer. So far, I have kiwi. I have Swedish fish. I have thigh toasters idea, which I've seen everywhere. You want me to rabbit bones? means I gotta get rabbit, eat rabbit, and then use the bones and something, aka rabbit stock.
Yeah.
It'll be a stock ale though.
There you go.
You know, I almost have to do it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So
Shit.
I'm excited for next month because May 6th, rabbit bones for the win. Yes, May 6th we will be doing our hopefully, Steve. We got to go test this out.
Yeah, we got
to figure out a date is to go because it's fucking coming up quickly. Let's see here. Washington Crossing Brewfest is 2 weekends away. May 6th.
Oh my god.
It is coming up fast.
Since de Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is going to be a big thing. We're going to be I'm hopefully going to be streaming live from the Brewfest. I need to go check out the quality of the stream. I will be using my phone, which I upgraded to a lovely 8 GB plan.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks. It cost about the same amount as the 3 GB I signed on for like 3 years ago. So somewhere along the lines, I lost out here. But we'll be using the big challenge is going to be have since it's going to be on our phone. Will we have the signal to be able to be out in the woods? Because it is in Washington Crossing State Park. It is in the middle of the goddamn woods.
On the Delaware River.
On the Delaware River. Very nice setting. Awesome. Very awesome. Like, Brewfest. But, again, it is one of those things where can we actually broadcast there? So we're looking that up. But with that said, I thought to myself, have you guys been to many Brewfests? And out of all the Brewfests you've been to, which one is the most memorable?
Oh God, I know one.
Okay, well go for it.
It wasn't it was the one I was a part of. Not because I worked at a brewery. It wasn't a commercial beer fest. This was a homebrew festival.
Oh.
This was an ordeal. Story time. So all the brewers who signed up, it was 50 plus. I think 53, 54.
Really?
Yep. This is the first year that they did this. So this is where all the problems came in. So every brewer had to go take their GLC license so they can legally serve alcohol. So the drug and liquor guy would show up and do a seminar. He didn't show up. This was a half hour before the taps were open. No. So the guy who was running the idea called the state, say, "Hey, we don't have our guy here. We have this event happening." So the state actually said, "You're okay." They give us a go ahead. Say, "Okay, everyone check make sure you guys people who enter the event, get their IDs checked, all that good stuff." After that, the tap guy should be free. They should be fine from any liability because they're not they don't need to check IDs at that point.
Right.
This event was held on Main Street. It was roped off so people could easily just literally duck under the rope and get inside. So that was one problem. Yeah. The second problem is that the people who were running the thing didn't check on the servers drinking. This was great. And then the way it worked, everyone
who's
who's drinking beer would have these poker chips. They have 3 poker chips to vote on who your favorite beers were, like that. They ran out of poker chips. They ran out of tasting glasses.
What?
So, and they ran out of wristbands. Was the best part.
It sounds chaotic. Where the hell was this?
This was in Bennington, Vermont. But they fixed it since then. It's no longer fun anymore. But one thing it's unlimited amount of drinks too. It's usually get like 4 tickets to try beer.
Right.
And it's usually limited. If you have a 3-ounce glass, like most beer shows, and you go to every one to try them out, you're drinking a 40 plus on beer.
Yeah.
In the sun on Main Street. But yeah, but eventually when they ran out of the wristbands, like, okay, just serve people who have the glass. All right, we ran out of glasses. Luckily, this place that sponsored it was a glass shop. Like, they made the printed glassware, so we had blanks of the same glass. Ran out of those. Had little tea candle holders.
Tea candle holders?
Ran out of those. Yep. And then they ran out of those chips. So they went from chips to tickets. They ran out of tickets. They went to buttons.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was great. It was hilarious. Everyone was obliterated.
How long ago was this?
This was last year.
It was only last year.
Yep.
Oh, man.
But now they do it twice a year. They do it in the summer and they do it in the winter.
Oh, man.
And actually, I'm going to be brewing the beer I made for that this spring soon. I made a strawberry and Japanese knotweed beer.
Ooh.
For those who don't know, Japanese knotweed is a very invasive weed in gardens. But if you catch it right when it sprouts out of the ground, it looks like asparagus. You just snap it off. But it cooks and has the same properties as rhubarb. So it's almost more of a lemongrass flavor rhubarb. So that very tart flavor. Hence, I went with a strawberry rhubarb, strawberry knotweed flavor to make like a pumpkin pie or a pie kind of thing. And sort of went that route. It went really well, made it to the top 3. But who knows what voting was, because it was like 20 3-way ties because we ran out of everything. People were ripping off buttons off their shirt throwing. It was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
So that's my favorite homebrew, or my favorite festival I went to.
Well, Steve, what about you? I mean, we do Washington Crossing and Newtown Brewfest every year.
Both of those, and they're both really, really cool. I'd say I lean a little towards Washington Crossing Brewfest because it's spring, it's on the Delaware River. It's almost, and I shouldn't say this out loud, but it's almost always a beautiful day on the river. That it's literally this time of year.
Knocking on wood, man.
Yeah, I'm psyched because it's just a great location. It is a little remote. So yeah, I'm wondering about cell signal and power, but hey, we can overcome these little challenges nowadays.
Yeah,
I really do. I like both. The Newtown Brewfest is, late summer, so it's a nice bookend to the entire summer. We've got one in the spring and one in the.
It's August, isn't it?
Yeah.
August, yeah.
So it's a nice back and forth, and the weather's usually pretty good for that one as well.
And it doesn't hurt that like our friend Tim handles the beer, the same Tim that we talk about a bunch of times on the show, right? Who is one of the bartenders at Isaac Newton's. And I don't know, Dark Hair Beer. I just saw the comment, but I was waiting to comment on it. It really depends on what I'm drinking and how much I'm drinking. So, I appreciate the compliment, but it doesn't hurt that Tim is also the one that gets us in for free, and also allows us to pour beer.
He makes us work, yeah.
Well, I mean, work
allows us to pour beer.
I bring a mug. I bring a mug, and I drink out of the mug I actually bring a mug from the brewfest I'm gonna talk about in a second, but
he got a lot of great tastes.
Yeah, and he brings in all these different beers, and they have a specific tent, for all the beers that he wants. Basically, it's his palate when it comes in.
Exclusive stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he likes bringing in some really cool stuff. But I have to agree with you, the setting of it of Washington Crossing is just it's a
beautiful.
beautiful place, you know, on the river. And again, it's 2 weekends away, so hopefully we can share it with you guys. I'm excited. A beer and donuts festival.
Yes, in Australia. God damn it.
Oh,
Anybody want to get on a plane? I'll do it. Let's go.
It's 2K. No big deal.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It could be worse.
Got a
So
place to stay.
you do. Yes, you do. So one of my favorite brew festivals I've been to is the Oregon's Brewer Festival.
wow.
Yes, jealous.
I'm very lucky enough to travel a lot for my previous jobs. So when I travel different places, randomly I would end up in cities that had, like, especially when I was staying over the weekend. I randomly found festivals that were happening at the same time the weekend that I was there, and I didn't even know they were going on.
There's
Right.
one like every weekend in Portland, though. Seriously.
No, it's probably true. It's probably true. Portland has a ton of them. But I remember I was in Oregon, and I was there for 2 weeks, and they said, "Oh yeah, by the way, the Oregon Brewers Festival is this weekend. Are you going?" I was like, I had no bloody clue. So I wasn't in Portland. I was actually in a city, the capital, which I can't remember the name of the capital of Oregon, but working for the state at that point in time for a company I was working for. And so I just went up, and let's go to Wakefest.
I'm down.
Oh yeah.
I'll do it.
Sure.
We get enough people, man. Joe, I'll go.
When is it?
What, hell not?
Set a donation goal.
Yeah, donation goal to Wakefest.
Holy shit.
In Miami. God, that would be a shit show too.
I know, right?
Probably.
Like in a hotel room, all three of us like try to review a beer. Already trashed. What?
So kind of like what you're saying. Your brew fest, the homebrew festival was, Drew, right? They they sold chips. Like, that's why I have this whole stack of the chips left. So my next time, I have like 5 or 6 chips from Oregon's Brewing Festival that I can actually use. I don't think they have a year on it, so it's probably still good. But it's a 4-day event, by the way. It is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's also the last weekend in July. So if you're going out to Portland, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to focus the camera on the bloody thing. There, last weekend in July. It is a 4-day event. You get a mug, and the mug itself, which I use every year at Washington Crossing and Newtown Brewfest. It's the one I hook. I have like a belay clip on my belt. I walk around with this plastic mug hanging off my belt. But you would go up, and 1 chip was like a sample, and 3 chips was like a full mug.
Oh, no
basically.
way.
That's awesome.
But you have to buy the chips. So you have to buy
Nice.
a ton of chips. I mean, like I think you spend like $20 and you get maybe 20 chips or something like that, right?
That's a sweet idea. I like that.
Yeah. So, but they didn't run out of chips,
That's good.
which is great.
It's Portland and beer. I hope they have some kind of foresight.
Right. Exactly. The only thing you can drink out of is that mug, which is a great plastic mug. Steve's smile always makes me think there's hope for the world. Damn, that's a great comment. Man,
That's making my Wednesday, man.
I know, seriously. Can you cool ship your beer as a home brewer, or would that be a pain in the ass?
What's
So-
cool shipping beer?
I have no idea.
I can ship a beer.
We'll have to figure that out.
I could do that.
Packs, like dry ice packs, maybe.
Oh, like, well,
Oh, I
yeah, I
don't
could do
know.
that. Doesn't
Anyway.
explode from all CO2, but yeah.
I think
And actually, when we're done with the stream tonight, I was out at Vault Brewing Company. Jeff and Scott, my brother Jeff came up with an idea which I want to tell you. So you'll like this. So,
Got it.
but anyway, I'll save that for after stream. Anyway, it was a fantastic festival. It was a huge, huge event. I'm sure Thursday and Friday was just packed. But, I mean, it was me by myself. And I generally like going with people. You know, I mean, I love going hanging out with Steve at the Brew Fest. You know, we hang out, we talk, we pour beer, we drink a lot. I mean, there's no... you know, it's like 1 for you, 3 for me, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm drinking out of a mug. But it's...
We have great conversations with, like, people that come up for the tape.
Oh, yeah.
And we always have, like, really primo beers because Tim always sets us up with, like, the most exclusive kegs in the place.
Tomorrow when we get lunch, Steve, I'm gonna have to ask him what he has planned because he's probably gonna know. But
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear because one year I think they had like Petrus. He had like Petrus on tap, and I was just like, oh, just sign me up. Just give me a goddamn, yes, thank you. That was it.
Whole
And
thing.
I could have drank that all day because Petrus is a fantastic sour. But yeah, it's a Oregon Brewing Fest was amazing. The only thing I think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I had more people. I had people there that I knew because it was just me. I took a train ride up, and I didn't have to worry about driving anywhere, which is great. But it was an amazing experience to be able to go to that festival and hang out at it. Which I'll bring it up. When I was in Sydney, Australia, again, I was there for 2 weeks, and the weekend I had to myself was the Sydney Food and Wine Festival.
Sweet.
So I was planning on going to the zoo one day, but instead I went to the Food and Wine Festival and
A
got
whole different kind of zoo.
It was amazing. It was awesome.
They have good wine.
It was a great experience. I would love to go back and do it again.
I did the Toronto Zoo in Sydney, but
Oh,
yeah,
really?
sounds like it would be a whole lot more fun to do a wine festival and food and wine festival.
It was amazing. But so one reason why I brought up is because the Washington Crossing Brewfest is coming up in 2 weeks. Excited about that. Really, really hope that we can broadcast the whole thing.
Basics.
But Sierra Nevada is taking their beer camp, which is a big
road.
They're taking it on the road.
Okay.
It's across the world. It's called Beer Camp Across the World in 2017. So they're going to different cities in the UK, Japan, New Zealand, Belgium. There are different breweries that are going to be, I guess, across the world. So the cool part was they are going to be in Portland, Maine. Event they're going to be. Thing will kick off with events in Portland, Maine on June 3rd, coinciding with events in Portland, Maine, San Francisco, and Chicago on June 10th. Both in Philadelphia and Raleigh will host beer camp events on June 17th.
Yeah.
Right? And Long Beach, California will host a festival on June 24th. And Seattle will wrap up in June 30th. So, the best part about this is that the general admission tickets are about $55.
Okay.
So, that's not too bad when you think about it. Because, I mean, we spent $50 a day at PAX East
Yeah.
and PAX South. So, $55 to go to the Beer Camp Festival, which would be in June 17th in Philadelphia. I was in Maine for 2 or 3 hours once. Maine is beautiful. You need to go back up there, Dark Hair Beauty. I gotta tell you, it is.
Yeah.
It is definitely a way to go. I love Maine. My friend Russ, who's probably going to come on the show again sometime soon. I got to talk to him about it. But he actually owned craftcans.com. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm reading this.
Uh-oh.
It's always good to finish reading what you started.
Pro tip.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, always finish reading. $55. $55.
Gets you a.
So a general admission tickets or each event are $55. If that's Tour or Blood, or if you can't get a Beer Camp City, it has been a case in the past that beer can collaboration beers. Oh, all right, it's always sold nationwide.
Oh,
I thought they
of
were giving
course.
you a 12-pack for your $55. I was like, yay!
Why?
Again,
You're already there.
you have to be able to read it, and I misread it before I. It's been a long week, ladies and gentlemen. Been a long week.
But I saw Joe's question way up earlier. He answered that cool ship is a vessel for adding wild yeast before fermentation. Yes,
Oh.
I could do that. It's kind of hard to do that because I don't have a vessel. Usually they're like kind of like tables with like sides, raised sides, so you can have like all your 5 gallons laid out flat to catch all of any good bits that drop in. But that is something I could do. It's difficult. I can do it.
Mm-hmm. And thanks, Joe, for taking the cool chip.
I have my backup beer, and I kind of want to open it, but
Kind of done.
I don't know. It's been sitting here for like an hour and a half, and at this point in time, it's like room temperature. I feel like if I open it now, I'm not going to enjoy it as much as I want. I'm still drinking the English IPA, which is fantastic, by the way. As it's warmed up a bit, you know, because
Topic to, and since Dark Air Beauty mentioned it was an away basketball game, not basketball, but I've got a baseball story to show.
sure.
And it's related because it's beer nuts.
Hey.
But it's not really that pleasant because apparently this past week during one of the Philadelphia Phillies games with the Mets, I'm going to try to play this. One of the Phillies hit
Oh,
a foul ball,
please.
and apparently it smacked a beer guy carrying his beer, and it wasn't a pleasant location where the ball.
Oh. Got him in the beer nuts?
Yeah,
Oh, totally the beer nuts.
That's beautiful.
for the team.
That poor guy.
Honest to God.
Wait, do it again. Kind of needed a replay of that bad boy.
Now that we all know what we're looking for.
This poor guy.
Yeah, seriously, let's see what goes on here.
He's famous at least for one thing.
He's up.
And
He's up. And
cowbell?
he's down. He's down.
Oh.
All right, hold my beer.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't
I'm
breathe.
gonna sit
Hold.
down. He goes down.
Jesus Christ.
Need a cowbell noise right at that point.
Feel bad.
There it is. Oh,
Feel for the guy.
the replay is so good.
Ouch.
Perfect.
You can't stop there when you're holding beer above your head. That's
I know,
rough.
seriously.
The guy did not drop his beers though. He set them down nicely. You know what?
Yes.
He noble job.
It may be shitty beer he's carrying, but
You did not do you did not spill the beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You may have gotten hit in the nuts with a baseball, but you didn't spill your beer. Congratulations, you win. Absolutely nothing.
yes.
Beer story of the week.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that one. Jesus Christ. I feel pain just thinking about it. Really, just because that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it's gotta hurt.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dry foul ball too. It was out there.
Mm.
Wait, hold on, Joe. You said typically they are beds of trucks. Do you think you can make
Oh,
something?
gross. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna do it in a bed of a truck. Oh God.
Oh! I see what you're talking. The cool ship. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. That's the open
Yeah,
vessel.
it's essentially a table with edges that are raised, stainless
Yeah.
steel usually. That they run that when hot beer is finished,
Mhm.
they pour it out on there so to cool because it's a wider surface area to cool off faster, as well as gunk to fall inside and naturally ferment it.
Wait, is anchor steam?
Yes, they do that.
They do that on
But-
the rooftops, I think.
Well, first of all, I believe Back Acre does it too. That's how they get their wild yeast.
Oh, and that beer is fantastic.
Yes. Anchor Steam, I know. Anchor Steam does something different. They use open fermenters, I
Yep.
think. Where it's the open fermenters are bowls opposed they're open containers, not closed off things. Where the positive pressure from fermentation, the CO2, pushes everything out, opposed to keeping everything sealed and sterile.
And that literally the tradition was they opened the doors because they're in San Francisco on the bay, right? So they would open the doors and literally let the smog,
Yeah.
steam roll
Yeah.
in and cooling. Yeah, it was. I thought that was a great.
Because if they didn't open the door, they're also pass up because all the CO2 inside the room. That is an actual problem. That's a health concern when you work at a brewery.
OSHA.
Right.
I think I remember seeing the Brewdog show, whatever it was, that they had on Esquire channel, but they went to Anchor Steam and did a beer with them that was out again, open fermenting,
Nice.
with the wild yeast, and it looked amazing. Like I so worry. I've had so many issues with contamination. You know, that I cooler nights, you need to be cooler nights 30 to 40 degrees. Yeah, I mean, I have so many concerns and issues with fermentation and contamination that I in the beers I've done, or like the ciders I've made, and when I first started out, ciders I've never gotten down packed. Still to this day, every fucking cider I make is just shit. It's just horrible. So, Bear, what is up, man? Thank you for the host, brother. Appreciate that.
Bear
How are
host.
you? With 12 viewers and auto host, man, people just hanging out your channel all the way. And by the way, if anybody's just watching for the first time, my name is Ted, otherwise known as Escape Time. I host a beer talk show, and that is what we do. We talk about beer every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you come back and join us next week. We will be here drinking beer because that's what we do.
That's right.
Man, I really want to open this beer up.
I'll do a quick shout out for Bear. Bear is a partner streamer. He does Warframe. He's a partnered Warframe streamer.
Yep.
He does a lot. Also, he does a lot of Zelda at the moment. Very funny streamer. We met a very awesome streamer. We met him at PAX East at a brewery. So, highly recommend watching music. Pretty entertaining guy, and he is actually pouring the beer. Do you want to talk about that beer?
No, I want to wait. Because I may review this another day. I don't want to screw it up. But this is from Vault.
Yep.
This is the Rye Pale Ale. I was there on Monday. Open it. Yeah, I did it.
You did it.
He done did it.
Drink Fresh Street now. Canned on February 15th. But you know they actually my friend James, who will be there at Washington Crossing probably. Vault Brewing Company is his brewery. I really need to talk to him and do like a live beer stream from Vault. I think that would be awesome. Oh my God, Skadoosh! Yeah, Skadoosh was there, man.
Skadoosh.
Rick, Steve reviewed it back on the thing. I don't know if you were around when he did it, but you gotta check that out. The highlight will be up probably tomorrow. So, or after the show if you want to go look. The beer reviews are always at the top of the show. So
that's right.
That's why you got to get here early. Beer reviews happen. So, and I got 2 more heady toppers in my basement. By the way.
Oh man,
I'm super stoked about this.
I think I have about 2 cases now
of heady topper.
Man.
I walked out of there. I walked out with 2 cases.
That's all you're allowed to. You can't take anymore.
Yeah,
there's a limit.
That pretty much took the max out. But most of it's heady topper, crusher, focal banger, and then I mixed up, the 1 4-pack of Skadoosh that I could get.
You almost drove to Tired Hands for a milkshake today. Oh, you should have, Rick.
You're right.
Rick, you should have, man. By all means. I would have done it. Like my neighbor, Pete, great guy. He actually has a house in Vermont, and he brought me back. He brought beer back, like 2 cases of like heady, or however many cases you get, heady topper, but also sip of sunshine. So
It's good. I love
Yeah.
that beer.
I liked it. I didn't like it as much as I mean, it's difficult to compare to heady topper, right? But
Well, yeah.
it's not a New England style IPA, but it is a very good,
It's just a
very
good beer.
IPA.
Yeah.
But I have only 2 of these bad boys left in my basement. One I gave to my brother Scott, who had never had the beer before, and I was like, I'm not going to deny you the awesomeness of heady topper. So
It is good. It's damn good.
Yeah.
Vermont hype.
I was telling Scott, I was like, I'm so surprised in how many amazing breweries there are in Vermont, and I had no idea.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. They're all solid beers. I mean, there are some shit breweries up here. There are 1 or 2, 3. They're real bad. But majority are like...
A ton of really good breweries, though.
Yeah, there's... Oh, it's... Yeah, majority. Holy shit.
It's part of our haul.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. What is that? I gotta flip it.
There's hot sauce, there's cheese in that bag, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not
Not enough sours, though.
no. We didn't, and Hermit Thrush
Next time.
Hermit Thrush Brewery has got the most awesome sours.
Next time you go there, that's
All they do is sours, which is
half hour away from me. I can drive there.
that is so
Oh, cool.
Oh, we're meeting up next time in Brattleboro because that was a breakout stop that day.
Mhm. You know,
The barmaids were quite fetching.
speaking of fetching, Brattleboro has a little town law that, or I guess the county, is you can walk. It's totally fine to be walking around topless in that town. And once in a while, you will find them.
Whoa!
They're usually not the ones you want to see, but they are there.
Of course.
Yeah. Just another reason why to visit.
It's like going to a nude beach in New Jersey. You have the old men
Oh god.
running around playing volleyball.
It's only old men looking for.
It's not something you want to see or ever experience. But
Yeah.
apparently, when my brother-in-law stumbled onto a nude beach in New Jersey and was just like,
Oh, Sandy Hook, yeah.
no, it was in Island Beach State Park. There's one in Island Beach. One of the beaches is New Beach apparently.
Yeah.
So
Sandy Hook is just a pun.
yeah. Oh, that's disturbing. Anyway, I would settle for real income. And time to get beer.
Yeah, Rick said I need a real income time to get beer.
Rick, are you in PA or close to it? Because you said you were going to drive to Tired Hands, man. I mean, are you really close? Because I know Shull is a streamer who I met at. By the way, this rye IPA is fantastic. By the way, just want to put that out.
Oh, I need to make a rye IPA.
What's that?
I need to make one.
You're in New Jersey. Oh, nice, man. What part of New Jersey? I actually originally am from Ewing, New Jersey, which is basically Trenton, and now I live in
Bucks County, so.
yeah, I live in Bucks County now. So
My mom lives in Orange.
Pennsylvania.
Or used to live in Orange.
so yeah, I don't remember what I was saying.
That rye's good.
It's that time. Yeah, the rye is great.
Before that, Middlesex.
Central Middlesex. All right, that's cool. It's not too far. No way. Are you kidding? I went to TCNJ. That is insane.
That's cool.
You're crazy. It was called Trenton State back then when I went to it, but
Old fart.
because I'm 40.
Yeah,
Woo!
youngster.
Dude, we'll have to talk, Rick. That's kind of funny.
That's great.
I don't know when you graduated, but I graduated in '99. So oh, definitely not the same year.
Nope.
Nope, definitely not. I got a several years on you, mate. It's all right though. It's all right.
Well,
That's funny shit, man. That's a small world. It's a very small
right.
world. So we'll have to talk, man. Join if you get a chance, join that Discord. Hit me up on there. We can chat about that. If not, hit me up on Twitch. As far as the ID, you can just hit me up whenever.
word.
So, word. Screw reality, bub. Definitely, man. What is up? Just turned 40. You kids are in your milestones. Dude,
Yeah.
Toaster, I know you're younger than me. I don't want to hear that crap.
I'm almost hitting 30. Kill me now.
Oh, you're almost 30? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your
Turning
Thank
29.
you, Joe, for joining Discord. I do appreciate that, mate. How are you, Screw Reality? Word. I don't know how it's sales, but Toaster, you're older than the internet.
Yeah,
I think he might be. I don't know. I swear, I've theorized that Toaster is an '80s rocker that does not want to know his true identity.
Yep.
And and he's like from like some hair band, some big old name hair band that he doesn't want anybody to know.
He's from Steel Panther.
I hope so. That would be fantastic. No, that's my theory. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it till I know otherwise. So, but yeah, Toaster's my boy. So that is he is the man. I can't wait for you to come on the show and talk about mead or beer or whatever. I'm good. My age just hit me like a brick. Oh man. I just figured he liked beard.
Red.
We all have facial hair here, so I guess one way or another.
It's red.
It's right there.
Totally says bread.
Yeah. Oh, bread.
Dyslexic for the win.
Almost
Beer
10
brain.
o'clock. Several beers in.
There is no dog.
There is no God. No, yeah, exactly. Say God, dog. Hey.
I'm so back into water right now.
Yes.
I am so dyslexic.
Nothing like a
And your
follow-up.
camera's drunk too. There we go.
I'm getting some Copenhagen tomorrow.
Hagen.
Just like Cha. Can we get some chewing tobacco? Nice, bro.
I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. Well,
Have
I
a
don't know
first beer today.
what is Copenhagen.
I'm getting.
Sounds like I think it's a chew, but
Is it a chew? I don't know. All right. I had my first beer today. First
Yep.
beer ever?
21.
Or
Okay.
just like your first beer
We don't want to know.
this minute.
I don't think we want to know.
Never mind that question. Court reporter, don't read back that question. Sorry, Senator, I don't recall if I did or did not ask that question.
It's
Okay.
true. All right.
It's true.
Congratulations on your 21st birthday.
No. Or yeah, right. Yes, there you go. Confirmed.
Look at you.
Yeah, I don't want to know. Yeah.
That's the better
First beer ever. Well,
And yeah.
cheers to you.
Because he loves wine so much.
Welcome to this world. Like I said, at the top of the hour, if you ever watch a show, there is a statement I say. Enjoy the show, enjoy a beer. And if you are under 21, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So, regardless of that. So,
Send your older twin.
Yeah.
You could be this guy.
boom.
Good shot. Oh man, I saw that time. That was good.
Oh, that's
His
great.
reaction's great.
Actually, I don't want to know.
Don't make me purge you.
Oh, you're right. It's
He
fine.
puts it down.
I've got the power.
He bowls over.
So this is actually a fantastic beer, by the way. This is not the one I reviewed tonight, but
Mm.
it is the Vault Rye Pale Ale.
Mhm.
You can't get this anywhere else other than here in Pennsylvania. So
Oh please.
I have a feeling this show is going to make me very jealous of some beer collections. Dude, you don't even
Oh yeah.
know.
Just move Steve's head to the left and see the collection behind him.
Yes. Wait,
There it is.
check out the fallen
Oh, there you go.
warriors there.
I gotta move more of my words away. Okay, pressure don't feel too tiny. Yeah, my dead soldier collection is starting to take it.
That soldier collection.
They're good ones though. Vermont taking over though.
There's a lot of good beer up there. There really is. Really good tastes. So yeah, Rick, don't let it get to you. There's tons of good tastes out there for a long, long time.
Yeah.
People making lots.
Those breweries aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, good stuff.
Look, I'm gonna comment. If you're in another country, that's fine. Different drinking ages for different people. That's cool, brother. We went to Italy with my cousin. And she was like 16 at the time, and Italy's drinking age is 16, and
Yep.
she got fucking wasted.
If you're over the bar, you're good.
Exactly. Yeah, so she was good. So, all right. Do you guys want to recap what we kind of reviewed tonight?
Sure.
All right. Drew, you went first, so go for it.
Sure. I did the Kiss Off IPA from Round Guys Brewing Company. English style IPA, very malty. Gave it a 3 out of 5.
Nice.
All right. We go next. All right. Well, we go in order, right? So this is a beer that actually was given to me by my friend Sathros from Norway. I cannot get this here. All this is in Norwegian, by the way. I cannot read this. It is a West Coast IPA. I am literally 6'4" and I'm over the bar. Well, then you're good. Don't worry about it.
Sit on the bar. You're fine.
You're fine. So
with a bud that has sunglasses and a turban.
Yes. So I didn't realize this until Terry pointed out, but since it's an IPA, Indian Pale Ale, he has a turban. It's supposed to be American Pale Ale, West Coast Pale Ale, but be honest with you, this is more like an English Pale Ale to me. I'm going to keep this bottle. I'm going to wash that bad boy out. I'm going to stick it on the shelf behind me, so you can expect more from this bad boy.
I have an idea for a Discord, by the way.
What?
I think our Discord, we should have a tab for interesting beer labels. If anyone sees a funny beer label in the wild, snap a picture of it, throw it on Discord.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the what's that one that Toaster loved the most here?
When I posted Optimus Prime.
No. Hold on.
That's a good one.
It's over here.
Optimus Prime.
I had to keep this one because this one is amazing. Hammer of the Beast.
Yes, that's right. It looks like a 80s rock label.
It is. I swear. And it's like it's a dragon unicorn holding a hammer, like Thor's hammer. It is pretty much amazing.
Clown shoes is ridiculous.
Clown shoes is awesome, yeah.
So, regardless of that, I gave this a 4.0.
Okay.
A 4.0 out of 5. I can't get this here. If you're in the area of UK, somewhere in Europe, and you can find this, try this out. Fantastic beer.
Good stuff.
Pretty bottle. All right, Steve, go for it.
So I've already talked enough about this, but yeah, Skadoosh was definitely in my review. This is a 4.0 in my book. First taste tonight, even though I just brought this back from Vermont, from where Drew happens to live, and yet again, another hop lover's dream. This is a really, really good, really good American IPA. Definitely has got a little bit more bitter, lasts a little bit longer, I think, on the back end, and nice and grapefruity, citrusy, delicious beer. So it has earned a place in my Hall of Fame.
Your dead warriors right there.
The shelf of fame.
Warriors that are mostly from Vermont, because Vermont makes really good beer up there.
Yeah. I told Ann we need to take a beer vacation just to go to Vermont.
A beer vacation? Yeah, I'll take a drive half hour away. I'll be right there.
We know some people.
Why not?
Okay.
I'll post it in Discord. Yeah, dude, Joe, do that because that sounds like an awesome label.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Steve, I don't know. Your iTunes is giving me so much trouble recently. I don't know what to say about it.
I'll fix it right away.
Thank you. Go talk to.
Let me code that up.
Yeah, please do that there.
I'll get right on that.
Still searching for a good shower beer.
Every
beer is a good shower beer.
Take your shower beer.
Every beer is a good shower beer.
We need a shower beer down.
No nipples on Twitch.
No nipples on Twitch. All right, thank you very much. I do not want to get banned.
That's the sixth rule that we hide.
Isn't that the next show?
Is it nipple beer? No, that sounds horrible.
It's all in the shower.
Well, hold on. Your next beer trip, Plan B, Treehouse, Trillium.
Yep.
Oh, I was there in Boston. Yeah. Awesome, man.
Go.
Yeah, we'll do that on the way up.
Awesome. If you guys, how the fuck do you guys get this stuff? Aren't there like custom or some? What do you mean? The beers? No, they're just out there, man. And you need to wait a few more years if you're coming back to the U.S. Sadly for yourself, but that is it. I can't get any freaking Canadian orange more than less beer. I don't know what that means. I'm really confused by that statement. Screwed reality, dude. If you haven't followed the show, by all means, please do follow. We're here. It doesn't matter if you're, hey, if you're in another country. By all means, hang out and watch us about it. Traders in the mall. Traders in mail. Yes. Or we drive random places. Or people just send us
This
beer.
poor gentleman used to speak in long, eloquent sentences.
We do
Thank
that.
you,
After
Drew.
years of drinking, he can only speak in short, choppy utterances.
It's pretty much my life spoken in one sentence right there.
No, that's us after 9:30. 9:30 is when we hit our nice like plateau.
Yeah, pretty
Full
much.
mumble.
After 9:30, I'm just like downhill. Forget it. That's normally when we do trivia, and I'm so sorry, Toaster. No trivia this week.
That's good, though.
Too many things happened this week with my boss and all sorts of crazy stuff. Don't question my typing, dude. I'm not gonna question anything. How many? What is up? Under the Suds? I'm always under the Suds, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm always under the Suds.
Just a bit under the suds.
Salute to that.
That's right.
Uh-oh, Ty Toaster's upset.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Ted's fault. Let's see.
Toaster next week. Next week I'll do something. We'll have trivia. So if you guys don't know, if you're new to the channel, if you haven't followed, please do follow. We do trivia every once in a while. I got a random beer gift once. The highlight of which was
Oh, I did
all
it.
orange. Everything.
Huh.
I don't know what that
Interesting.
means. Just gonna leave that there. Bible
That's-
thump. Oh, you know, I had to figure out what. Sometimes, because I read all this stuff on Ankbot, and then like, it doesn't.
The emote doesn't pop up.
What?
The emote doesn't pop up.
No, it doesn't. Just like the word, and I don't know what Bible thump is until I look at the screen.
You
And I see like this thing.
Update it. The newest Ongbot should show you the emotes now.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, no idea. You know, I don't think there is a follower check, but I don't know. I don't really follow check from anything.
Yeah.
It's the end of the night, guys. I don't know. What do you want from me? It's been a thing here. Fish moment. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of emotes here. Now they're just throwing emotes just to screw with me.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Saloon. Thank you again for hanging out with us.
Can I throw some plugs?
Yeah, go for it. Tomorrow
One.
you're brewing. Tomorrow you're brewing, so.
That's you. But number one, our Discord. Because I'm gonna be starting throwing up a lot of my brewing heads up promotions there. My Iron Brewer polls and suggestions are gonna be there. But yes, tomorrow I'm gonna be brewing my peaches and cream ale around 1 o'clock p.m. EST. But yeah, mainly Discord. Yes, EST. Yes, got it. for the Europes over there.
Yep. So make sure you check out Drew tomorrow if you guys are around or have time to watch his show. The Iron Brewer himself, my man, we'll be hosting him while we're probably at Isaac's, hanging out with Steve. So, for lunch.
Really?
What? That's my plan. I don't know about you. You know, so drink a beer for me. I won't be out of the U.S. another year. I'm going. Okay. Go for it, man. Do your thing.
Drink that
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We will be back next week. Every Wednesday, we're here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you come and check us out. Tell your friends. If they're interested in beer and want to watch, that's fine. Come watch us. Come hang out. If they don't want to create an account on Twitch, that's fine. You can even just watch the show without even creating an account. But you lose out. You could always have an interaction with us and ask questions along the way. If you don't, one way or another, we love your support. So, peace. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys next Wednesday, 8 p.m. And is there anything else I want to announce? Can't really remember.
Discord, guys, keep an eye out on the event tab in Escape Time's channel, where he has all these your events popping up.
Yeah, I mean, we put, if you look up in Twitch, there's a tab for events like Drew just said. So, you know, I'm actually going to start posting stuff for May. The biggest thing that's coming up is going to be May 6th. The next big stream is the Love you guys. Thanks for the stream. Aw, thanks, Dark
Aw.
Hair Beauty. We love you too. You're great. Thank you for coming out. I mean, this is why we do this. Besides drinking beer, you know, I do this for you guys. You know, to come hang out, talk with us, interact. It's fun. It gets me. It's like I'm going to a pub. We're not actually going to a pub.
Yeah, we're not getting paid to be here. We're being here because we genuinely love doing this.
Yeah. Pretty much what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
So, one day I will sneak up behind Steve and turn his head around.
I'm wearing my Hawaii hat tonight too. You can't really see it because it's a
There
black
you
one.
go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn. You got a little surfer guy. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, again, thank you for being here. We love you guys. All right, real fast, before we go, I'm going to look for someone to host. Check-
Where's that raid call?
Oh, yeah, we got to do the raid. Let's see who's live real fast.
Your raid call command? Oh, you don't have a raid call command.
It's raid and then
Oh,
the name. There's no raid call. All right, let's see here. You know what? I'm on the wrong thing. I blame beer. I blame beer. You never blame beer though. Beer is great. So who is going on right now? Dun 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 dun.
I don't know.
I know.
I have no connections out here. I don't know.
Asian,
All right.
The Asian Invasion X is streaming. We met him at
Let's
Twitch.
do my boy.
Oh. Doing
Yeah.
Gabe?
No. We're going Asian Invasion. My man here. So let's do that. And damn, his real name. I can't remember his real name. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Go check him out. Go hang out. He is a fantastic streamer. He does games and also been doing some creative stuff. I think he's actually building a Gundam right now. So
That's right.
if you're up for that, go hang out with him.
Mm-hmm.
Tell
Great
him we
guy.
said
Really
hello.
nice. He's awesome guy.
Yeah, we met him at PAX. He was great to hang out with. So
He wants to be on the show too.
Yeah.
I was very confused.
He wants to be on the show.
No. I clicked on the thing.
Oh.
I clicked on the show and I saw our feed. And I was like,
Huh?
no, he's
Hosting a
live.
host
He's doing his thing.
circle.
All right, go hang out with him, raid him. We will see you guys next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, guys. Hooligans are invading.